Welcome back to another episode of What the Fuck Are the Planets Doing Today? I'm your host, Brooke, and how's it going? How y'all feeling? I hope y'all had a wonderful holiday weekend. I know I did, and I took some much needed time off to prepare all that good stuff. So, the sun is officially at 9 degrees. Lilith is at 11 degrees of Sag. And we've got Mars and Juno conjunct at 19 degrees. Now, I do want to note that Mars and the Moon are in a grand fire. They're in a fire trine, not a grand fire trine, because the Moon's at 20 degrees. But I do want to note that Mars is going to be trining Chiron fairly soon, and we'll start to square Saturn. Okay, so we're going to have a Mars-Saturn square before the end of the year, so you all hold on. And Venus is trailing right behind Mars, so Venus is now at 0 degrees of Sag, and is in that opposition with Uranus. Now, as soon as Venus ingressed into Sag, right before I started to make this video, I did see a post from another astrologer that I follow that's very good, and he was talking about Bitcoin and how Bitcoin had dropped drastically. Now, his prediction is that Bitcoin's not going to make it. We're going to see, okay? We're going to see. We got people going 10 toes down on both sides that is going to completely bottom out, or that it's protected. Everything's built around that. It has to stay. So we'll see, all right? Now, we have Saturn direct. Yahoo! We have Mercury direct. Yahoo! Yay! So thankful. Now, Venus is going to be sextiling Pluto, and that's going to take place at 4:06. The moon is going to square Pluto when it ingresses into Taurus, and that's going to be at roughly 10:13. Now, the moon's going to have its conversation with Chiron and Eris, and then we'll move into Taurus. So we are building up to this Gemini full moon that is going to be on December 4th. So I will be holding my full moon healing circle at 4:30 on the 4th. Would love to have you join us. Would love to see you there. I do go over the astrology in your chart and do a chart reading to help you prepare for the upcoming lunation cycle. So, the moon's going to ingress into Gemini tomorrow, and that's going to be at 9:48 a.m. Now, this Gemini full moon is going to be squaring the nodes. So we are in fated times. There's a lot of fate around everything that's going on. Just keep in mind, we recently had Mars square the nodes. So, Mars in Sag. This can be a very feisty placement. Keep in mind, it is a fire sign. Fire rules our passions, our desires, our bam, shinga, wham, wham. Okay? There could be a lot of pew pews. There could be a lot of pew. You know, Sag is the archer. Half centaur, half man. That's like pew. So we got the god of war there. There could be a lot that transpires, okay? So Listen to your intuition when you get out, when you travel, when you go anywhere. We still have Uranus retrograde. We still have Jupiter retrograde. And as you can see, Jupiter's at 24 degrees, still in that square with Eris. And in 1 degree orb of squaring Chiron. So, there could be a lot of wounds. We still have Neptune retrograde. So right now we have Neptune, Uranus, and Jupiter as far as the planets go that are retrograde. Chiron and Eris are retrograde. So listen to your intuition. Lilith is retrograde. Listen to your intuition when you travel, when you go out. I would avoid large crowds. Okay? Specifically as this gets a little tighter, that trine with Chiron is, there could be a lot of wounds. Okay? There could be a lot of wounds. So with Venus opposing Uranus, there could be towers with your relationships. There could be sudden changes, redirection, new people coming in. This could also be the same with your money. Sudden, lots of money, and sudden losses. Okay? All right. Give me one card for the energy for today, please. The Six of Pentacles. Okay, so things are definitely being balanced. They're being balanced as far as money. Okay? Because the Six of Pentacles truly represents somebody that has more than enough, that is sharing, that is spreading the love, spreading the wealth, really bringing things into balance. Now, depending on what other cards come out with the Six of Pentacles, sometimes I can read it as being breadcrumbed. But since it's coming out with the Ace of Wands, I feel that the abundance, the wealth is being balanced. We're going to see a major transfer of wealth. We're going to see a major transfer of wealth. Things are meant to happen that way because, I had this conversation with a friend of mine, and they said money is evil. And my reply was, money is not actually evil. It's neutral. It doesn't have a positive or negative energy to it. It's a neutral energy. Okay? It is a tool. Evil people that have money is what is evil, because they do evil things with the money that they have. But you take that and you flip that, and you give that money to somebody that is good, that is able to help people, that is able to do good things with that money. And it changes the vibration of it, right? In that sense, you would say money is good. So it's not necessarily the fact that money is evil. Money is neutral. Evil people that have money and do evil things is what is evil. Okay? So, keep an eye on your fire. Keep an eye on your anger. Keep an eye on your passions. What lights you up? What gets you out of bed and excited to start the day every single day? Mercury's now direct. Saturn's now direct. So it's time to really move forward. I've seen some things really open up for me now that those two have station. And keep in mind, Mercury's going to start entering that grand water trine again, and she's going to be trining Saturn. I say she, it could be a he, right? Trining Saturn, trining Jupiter here very soon, okay? Mercury's going to be at that 20-degree point just a little bit longer, and then we'll start moving, all right? I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing Monday. Be sure to say rabbit, rabbit, and blow your cinnamon in the door to welcome abundance all month long. I love you guys. Bye.